and a breath out. And then just continue that rhythm. So your breath, you want to become aware of it. Vinyasa yoga means intentional placement. So we're pairing our breath with our movement the entire time. We constantly want to be breathing, inhaling, exhaling as we move our bodies throughout this hour class. So just make sure right now you check in with it. And just have realistic expectations for yourself. Your breath is going to go away. You're not going to stay connected to it the entire time. It never happens that way. So when you feel like your mind is starting to wander, just tell yourself, okay, let me focus on my breathing. Let me bring it back. Bring your awareness always back to your breath, constantly present, focusing on the now. Take a breath in and a breath out. Doing that again, inhale and exhale. Let's do it one more time. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, let it go. Inhale, both hands high to the sky. Let's twist. So left arm outside of the right knee, right fingertips behind you, take a little twist. So we're gonna stretch a lot in this class, more than usual. I know everyone's been working out pretty often with Danielle, so we're gonna stretch, open up some muscle groups. We'll still work a little bit, do some cardio as well. Look over your right shoulder. And then switch sides. So just taking your left hand to the outside of your, or right hand to the outside of your left knee. Left hand behind you. Your fingertips are strong, so press into them and twist. Look over your left shoulder. And then coming back to center. Inhale, both hands high. And then exhale, all we're going to do is drop the hands in front of you and let them slowly walk out. Take a seated forward fold. As far as you can go here, guys, maybe dropping your head a little bit, lengthening your spine muscles. So you really want to reach those arms forward, get the spine nice and long. And then slowly rising back up. Everybody's just going to slowly come onto their hands and their knees and meet me in a tabletop. So tabletop position, neutral spine. So we can do a lot from here. We're going to take a couple cat-cows. So we're going to inhale, drop our belly, lift our gaze, look up. You're almost arching your back, sticking out your butt. Inhale. And then exhale, round the spine, press the chin into the chest, press the shoulder blades to open up. You want to press the earth away for cat. And now inhale for cow, big breath in. Exhale for cat, big breath out. Inhale for cow, big breath in. And exhale for cat, big breath out. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale for cow, breath in. And exhale for cow, breath out. Just warming up that body. 1 more. Inhale for cow, breath in. And then exhale for cow, or for cat, breath out. Round the spine, coming back to that neutral spinal position. Nice job. Bring your knees wide to the edges of your yoga mat. Sit your butt back to connect to your heels. Reach your upper body forward and down. Extended child's pose. So dropping your forehead to the mat. So child's pose serves so many purposes. It's our rest posture. It's where we begin class. It's the pose that if we ever need to take a break, we come back to this position. We can stay here as long as we need to. We can visit here as many times as we want, meaning as I teach you today, if you need a break, this is where you come. You stay here, get a few breaths, say, all right, I'm ready to join, and then you come back into the flow wherever we are. So lift your elbows off your mat. Get your arms longer. You want your elbows to be lifted, arms extended. Reach your fingertips forward more towards the front of the mat. So spine is nice and long. Thighs are stretching out here. Forehead is pressing into the mat. Your third chakra lives here. So go ahead and just maybe press that forehead a couple times side to side into the mat, activating that chakra. Closing your eyes, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale together. And exhale together. Lift your right arm up high to the sky. Look up at those fingertips, and then taking that right arm underneath the left arm to thread the needle to open up the shoulder. So both of your palms are facing down, with the left hand, again, walking those left fingertips forward towards the front of the mat. Now the right fingertips, walking them over to the right a little bit here so that you can really get into this twist, the shoulder twist. Breathe here. And then exhale, come on back to your child's pose. So pausing in your child's pose for a moment, forehead drops back down to the mat. And then when you're ready, lift the left arm up high to the sky, and then take it underneath the right arm, thread the needle, open up the shoulder here. So again, with the right fingertips, you want to continue to walk them forward. With the left fingertips, you want to continue to walk them over to the right side. So you're reaching for opposite directions. Your spine's getting nice and long. At this point, your thighs should be starting to feel this. Your feet may go a little bit tingly. That's okay. Just stay in your child's pose. Take one more breath in. And then come on back to your child's. Breathe out. Inhale together. And exhale together. One more breath. Open up your mouth, let it go. Slowly rise up to your tabletop. So we've already been here once, so let's come back here. We're going to take spinal balance. So when you are ready, go ahead and kick your right foot back towards the floor or towards wherever's behind you. Now look at my foot. This is flexed. You want a flexed foot. You don't want a pointed toe. So flex your foot nice and strong. Now take your left arm, reach it forward. So left arm is reaching forward, right leg is kicking back. Try to get your right heel higher than the butt. Try to get your left hand higher than your shoulder. So you're activating your back muscles here. So take a breath in, lift up, and then exhale, bring your elbow towards your knee. Squeeze it in, maybe pull your core a little bit tighter, and then extend. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Bring your elbow towards your knee. So bring it in, and then extend. Let's do it 1 more time. Bring your elbow towards your knee. Hold it here around your spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend all the way back out. Lift both ends. Reach back if it's in your practice. If it's not, then just stay where you just were. If you have your hand grabbing that right foot, kick that leg up towards the ceiling. Maybe look over your left shoulder for 3, 2, 1. Release. Come on back. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze lifts, cow. Exhale, round your spine, chin in towards your chest, cat. Come on back, neutral spinal position. Kick your left leg straight back, flex the foot, reach the right arm forward. Hand higher than the shoulder, heel higher than your butt. So just push here. This is all this is, just a little bit of a push, waking up those muscles this morning. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, elbow towards your knee. Squeeze it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, breath in, last one. Squeeze and pull it in, elbow towards your knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it all the way back out. Lift both ends as high as you can. Reach back, grab for this ankle. If you can, if not, then don't, just stay where you are. Kick into that hand here, lift up for 3, 2, 1. Come on back. Neutral spinal position. Take 1 breath in and 1 breath out. Curl both of your toes. Let's set up for our first downward facing dog. So go ahead and press the hips up, press the heels back. So downward dog for my beginners. Your feet should be 6 inches apart. Your bodies should be in the shape of the V. So if you look at my body, I'm pushing through my shoulders. My head is hanging through my shoulders. Everything is strong. Everything is straight and active. My heels are actively pressing down. Every time I breathe in, I try to push into my hands to lift my hips more. Every time I breathe out, I just try to get my heels a little bit closer to the mat. They don't have to touch. It's not important. Flexibility will come with a consistent practice. So just hang out here. So this is similar to child's pose in the sense that it is technically a rest pose. It's just more active. So we're just active in down dog. We're really opening up the body in a way that we can't get to it in child's pose. So just pause here, take a few breaths here. If you're new to yoga, it is very normal for your wrists to ache early on in class, especially like halfway through. So if you feel like that's happening to you, just drop to your knees, take a break, and then come back in. So just breathe here. So again, vinyasa is all about the breath, right? So inhale together and exhale together. Inhale, breath in, and exhale, breath out. And I promise some additional stretches. So let's take our right hand. If able, grab the left ankle outside of it. And then just look underneath the left armpit. Try to press the heels down. Take a breath in. And then come on back, down dog. Switch sides. Left hand grabs the outside of the right ankle. Look underneath the right armpit. Press the heels down. Take a breath in. And then come on back, downward facing dog. Inhale together. And exhale, let it go. Bring your big toes to touch. Lift the right leg as high as you can. Bend the knee and open up the hip. So the goal is to completely stack the right hip over top of the left. We really want to focus on that opening, lifting that knee high towards the ceiling, pressing that left heel down to the mat, making sure the shoulders stay squared. Inhale, lift up a little bit more, and then exhale, drop it down. Bring your big toes back to touch. Lift your left leg high. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Same thing. Try to stack that hip over top. Press the right heel down. Keep the shoulders squared. Shoulders squared is one of the hardest parts. Try to lift the knee more. Open up more. Feel the stretch. And then drop it back down to your downward facing dog. Nice job. Inhale together. And exhale, let it go. Look at your hands. Everybody walk all the way to the front of your mat. Straight legs, as many steps as it takes. Doesn't matter to me. Once you get there, grab opposite elbows. Relieve some of that wrist and elbow pressure. Frame your head, fold forward for ragdoll. So in a forward fold like ragdoll, we want to allow our body to be like dead weight. So we want to let everything just hang here. We don't want to use any effort to pull ourselves up. So you're literally just hanging out. Just hanging out. Maybe set a little goal for your practice. So what was the reason you decided to get out of bed and join us today? Sanity, workout, trying something new. It's always important to know why we do the things that we do. Drop your hands to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, tall mountain, rise all the way up to stand. So we're going to stay up here for a second. So inhale your arms high overhead. Bring your palms together. Interlace your fingers, thumbs crossed. Chris, does this sound familiar? Toes and heels, feet to touch. We're going to lengthen our spine a little bit with a little bit of half Bikram. So inhale, reach up nice and high. And we're going to take half moon to the right. So you're just going to take your upper body and lift it over to the right side. So spine is getting nice and long. Squeeze your thighs together. Squeeze your knees together. Pull your right shoulder and your right hip forward. Reach higher. Try to straighten out the arms. Close the gap between the wrists. And then come on back to center. Get taller. Reach up one more time. Try to touch the ceiling. And then take it over to the left. Bikram half moon to the left. So again, squeeze the thighs, squeeze the hips. Every muscle wrapping tight around the bones of the body. Inhale, reach a little bit more. Push the right hip to the right side. Pull the left shoulder forward. Close up the gap in the wrist. Reach, and then come on back. Inhale, reach up, get nice and tall. Drop your head behind you, take a back bend. All I want you to do first is drop your head. Now, if you have the capability to maybe go back a little bit more, then go back a little bit more. This is your back bend, so go back as far as you can. I can't see you guys, so I'm trusting that you're really challenging yourselves, pushing your hips forward, pushing your pelvis forward, dropping your head all the way back, and then come on up. Take your hands to heart center, Samastiti, prayer pose. Close your eyes. Inhale, nice big cleansing breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, arms overhead. And then exhale, fold it forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands drop, high plank. So high plank position, we've all been in a plank at some point in our lives, I am sure. So in yoga, we call it chaturanga. We go from our high plank to our low plank to our upward facing dog to our downward facing dog. They're all connected. Everything is connected. So the goal here is to not let our thighs touch the ground. We want to keep our hands and our feet as the only points of contact. That is a lot of pressure on the core. It's a lot of pressure on the arms. It's a lot of pressure on the body, but it builds power. So if you are new, drop your knees now. Make sure you modify accordingly. If you've been to my class before, keep them up. You know where we're going. So you're in your high plank position. Look towards the top of your mat. Your drishti is your gaze. That's where you look. If you hear me tell you to look, set your drishti, look at where you're going. So you want to look forward because that's where you're going. So lower down to a low push-up. Thighs are still up. Inhale to an upward facing dog, pause here. So right here, the only things touching the mat should be your hands and the tops of your feet. Pull your upper body through. And then exhale, downward facing dog, pushing it back, stretching it out. Inhale together. Exhale together. Inhale, breath in. Exhale, breath out. Inhale, one more. Open up the mouth, side out, let it go. Look at your hands. Walk all the way to the front of your mat. We're going to do a couple sunnies. Stay with me. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Inhale, tall mountain, rise all the way up. Reach up, take your back bend. Exhale, fold forward, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the mat, high plank position. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale together. Exhale together. Inhale, breath in. And exhale, breath out. Inhale, one more breath. Open your mouth, let it go. Look at your hands, a walk or jump front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, tall mountain, rise all the way up, take a back bend. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the mat, high plank, chaturanga, low plank, upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Inhale together and exhale together. Look at your hands last time. Walk or jump, front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, tall mountain, rise all the way up, reach up, lean back. And then exhale, fold forward, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the mat, high plank position. Chaturanga, low plank, upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Great job, guys. Inhale together and exhale together. Our warm-up is to start a little bit of fire in our belly. We want to get our blood flowing. We want to get our muscles open. So just moving along with me as we move through a couple more flows. Take a breath in together and exhale, let it go. Look at your hands. Walk or now jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Utkatasana, chair pose, big toes touch, heels slightly apart. We're not going to hold these long, so don't hesitate. Come right down. Sink your hips, lift your upper body, straighten out your arms, elbows by your ears, activate your fingers, spread your fingers nice and wide. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga, you can step or jump and then flow it through. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, bend the knee, open up your hip. Take a breath in here and then step that foot forward. Warrior one, right side. So 90-degree bend in the right knee. Don't cheat yourself. Back foot is pressing against the outer edge. Arms are up, maybe take them to your hips to square your hips for a second, and then reach higher, elbows by your ears, fingers spread nice and wide. Sink lower into that front knee. Inhale, take a back bend, and then exhale, flow it through. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left foot steps to your hands, warrior one, same thing. 90-degree bend here, straight leg here. Hands to your hips, square them towards the front of the room. Arms up, elbows by the ears. Sink deeper into that left knee. I know you guys can. Inhale, take a back bend, and then exhale, chaturanga, flow it through. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale, let it go. Inhale together, and exhale together. We're gonna flow a little bit, so stay with me. Inhale, one more breath, and exhale, let it go. I will tell you this, if you are new to yoga, if this is your first time taking my class, and you feel lost, just look at the screen, laugh it off, keep going. If you don't know what something is, I will try my best to cue it for you as much as I can. And if you can't go as fast as me, then don't. Just follow my lead. So take one more breath in. Exhale, let it go. Look at your hands, walk or jump, front of the mat. Halfway lift, fold forward. Utkatasana, one breath, sink your hips. Exhale, fold forward, stretch it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga, Dandasana, flow it through. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right foot to your hands, warrior one, rise up. Back bend, hands to the mat, flow it through. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Left foot, warrior one. Take a back bend, hands to the mat, chaturanga, flow it through. Up dog, down dog. Nice job, guys. Breathe in, breathe out. So now we're a little bit warm. Take a breath in and open up the mouth, let it go. One more, inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Bring your right foot to your hands. Warrior one, rise up. All right, let's start to build a little bit. Let's have some fun. Arms up, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Right forearm, right thigh, left arm up to the sky, reaching high. Spreading both palms nice and wide. Right hand to the mat, left arm reaches forward. Extend your side angle. If there's a half or full bind, take it here. Breathe. Come on back to your warrior two whenever you're ready. Straighten out your front leg all the way. All right, so now we're here. We're gonna lean forward and down. We're gonna take triangle pose. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. Arms are reaching in opposite directions. Your knees should not be bent. Both of your knees should be completely straight. Look up towards your left fingertips. If you want to take your hand to your lower back to open up the shoulder, you can also take that variation. Just breathe here. Pause in this space. Be okay with where you are. And then slowly start to rise all the way up. Come back to your warrior two. So bend that knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Cartwheel your hands to the mat. Step into a high plank position. All right, we're gonna do 5 of these. Lower down, low push-up. Upward facing dog. Back to your high plank. Lower down, low push-up. Upward facing dog. Back to your high plank. Let's go, you guys got this. Low plank. Up dog. High plank, 2 more. Low plank, just a little bit of arms. Up dog. High plank, last one. Low plank. Up dog. Downward facing dog, push it back. Nice job. Breath in together. Breath out together. One more. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth. Let out a huge sigh. Make your family concerned. Exhale, let it go. Left foot steps to your hands. Warrior one. Open warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Side angle pose. Left forearm, left thigh, right arm up to the sky. Active in these legs here. Strong warrior legs. Left hand to the mat, right arm reaches. Take a half or full bind if it's in your practice. Don't wait for me. Breathe here. Come on up. Warrior two. Straighten out the left leg. So remember, in triangle pose, your legs have to be straight. If they're bent, you're not getting into the posture. So lock the knees, arms reach out, lean forward and down, tilt for triangle. Reaching in opposite directions. Left arm reaches down, right arm reaches up. I like to look where I'm lifting, so I like to look up towards the right hand. It opens up my heart. I tend to open and twist a little bit more if I look up. Come on up, warrior two. Bend that left knee, stay active. Arms reverse. Cartwheel the hands to the mat. Chaturanga Dandasana, flow it through. Upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Inhale together. Exhale together. Breath in through your nose. Breath out through your mouth. High plank position. Right side, side plank. Just shift. All you're going to do is a side plank on the right. Right hand down, right foot down. Lift the left leg as much as you can, even if it's just one hair off of that right leg to activate that core a little bit more. Maybe dropping it behind for a wild thing, lifting your hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on back, high plank position. Told you it was gonna get pretty athletic today. Left side, side plank. Switch sides, lift those hips, lift that right leg up. You guys got this. Stay connected to your core and your breath. Take a wild thing if it's in your practice. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank, downward facing dog. Nice job. Breath in together. Breath out together. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Bring your big toes to touch. Lift your right leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. If it's in your practice, that means if you're able, flip your dog. Flip those dogs. Get into your wheel. Pose of the month. Only for a couple more days here now. It's already the 26th, I think. I don't know. We forget our days right now. So coming back, if you're in a flip dog, keep the right leg up in the air, step it in towards your hands, find a kneeling crescent lunge. So that means your right foot steps forward and you drop onto that left knee. Reach your arms up here. Nice job, everybody. Stay with me. So your body is exactly how mine is right now. Now bring your hands to heart center. Lean forward and twist to the right. So you're hooking the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. All right, now curl the back toe. Now lift that back leg off the mat. So now you're in a nice, strong, twisted crescent. Pause here. Breathe in this space for 3, 2, 1. Full crescent lunge, rise up. Straighten out that front knee all the way. So it's a little bit of balance at the same time. Lean forward, toss your hands behind you. Stretch out those hamstrings. Now come on back, crescent lunge. Take your both hands, lift them up. Put them on the inside of your right foot. I'm going to walk and break this down step by step. Left hand, right hand on the inside of the right foot. Right shoulder and right elbow on the inside of the right knee. Walk the left foot back so that you can use more of your yoga mat. If you need to drop to your back knee for some support, then just drop to your back knee. That's okay. Now the right knee is still pushing forward, so at no point do we straighten out this knee yet. If you have it in your practice to come to your forearms for lizard lunge, go ahead and drop down to your forearms. This is a very deep opening in the left hip flexor. Just do your best. There are postures that make you feel a lot of tension. Tension is different than pain. Learn the difference. So stay in the tension. Tension is a good thing. Our body reacts well to tension. Some of us do very well under pressure. Our muscles, we're allowing our muscles to create some space right now so that they can get more flexible. So that's what tension is in yoga. So just pausing here. Now come up to your hands. Take your right hand, push the inside of the right knee out. This isn't really a posture, I would say. This just more so feels good, giving yourself a nice little assist. If you want to take this one step further, you can reach back and grab the left foot with the right hand. That's up to you. Now framing out your front foot completely. So go ahead and just drop both hands to the earth. And then sit all the way back onto this left heel for a half split, half Hanuman. So you can take a full split. You're certainly welcome to do that. I'm going to stay in a half split today just because we have a couple of new people. So you're just going to kind of hang out here. You're stretching out this leg. You're bending this back leg here. You're welcoming some new feelings in your hamstrings that you may have not felt. Yoga has a funny way of working muscles that we don't really know that we have. We forget that we have them. So just breathing in here. And then when you guys are ready, slowly come forward. Meet me in that kneeling crescent where we started. We just did a lot. So this is where we started if you guys don't remember. So reach the arms up. Take a breath, lean back. And then frame out the front foot, step to your high plank, chaturanga, flow it through. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 big breaths, inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. Breath in through your nose, breath out through your mouth. Bring your big toes to touch. Lift your left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip. If it's in your practice to flip your dog, by all means, go there. This is your home practice. Get into that flip dog. Find the wheel. Push yourselves. The only thing that's holding you back from trying this is you. So see if you can land there for 3, 2, 1. Come back. Left leg stays up in the air. Step it forward. Drop the back knee. Kneeling crescent. So go ahead and left knee is in a 90-degree bend. You're on the back knee. Arms are up, elbows by your ears. And again, you're just breathing here. Just breathing. Bring your hands to heart center. Lean forward. Twist to your left. Hook the right elbow around the outside of the left knee. Curl the back toe. Now lift the right leg off the mat. Get active. Get stronger in this lunge. Nice job. Stay here with this twist. And then rise up, full crescent. All in your power. Take a back bend. Drop the hands to the mat. Both hands come to the inside of the left foot. Left shoulder, left knee comes to the inside of the left foot. Drop the back knee to your mat if you need to, and then come to your forearms when you're ready. So again, very deep posture this is. Lizard lunge is a very deep pose. So do it your best. Go where you can. Let go of all judgments that you've placed upon yourself. Sometimes when we're new to something, we judge ourselves a lot because we can't do it. But in yoga, I tell beginners, it's so fun being new. You have a blank slate. You can do anything. You can learn anything. You can bend any way when you learn anything. So just take it day by day. There is no destination in your yoga practice. It's only about the journey. There's really no end goal here because once you attain something, there's always something else. Come back up to your hands. Left hand to the inside of the left knee. Just press it out. And then again, remember, if you want to bend the back leg, reach back, grab that ankle, you can do so. And then slowly rise up. You're going to come into that half split or a full split if it's in your practice. So straightening out that front leg, just framing it. One hand to the right, one hand to the left. And just bending that back knee and just opening up that hamstring. Maybe you can reach for that front foot if you'd like, but just pausing here. And then meeting me back in your kneeling crescent lunge. Rise up. Curl the toe, lift the back knee, full crescent lunge. Take a back bend, hands to the mat, chaturanga, flow it through. Upward facing dog, breath in through your nose. Downward facing dog, breath out through your mouth. Inhale together and exhale together. Breath in, breath out. One more inhale together. Open your mouth, let it go. Look at your hands, walk or jump front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale slowly, tall mountain, rise all the way up. Arms high overhead. We're gonna take a couple balancing postures. Balancing is very important for your practice. Balancing is also sometimes the hardest part of your practice. We're gonna start with eagle pose. So you're gonna take your right arm underneath the left arm. Grab your hands. If you're new, this is what you can do with your arms, just cross them over. Right arm underneath the left arm, right leg up and over the left leg, maybe wrapping that right foot around the back of the left calf. Squeeze the thighs together. Sit your hips as low as possible. Lift your elbows off your chest. It's different than a Bikram eagle. A little bit of different alignment. Sit lower, lean back, and then release. Inhale your hands nice and high. Exhale, left arm under, left leg over. Again, trying to wrap that left foot around the back of the calf muscle this time. Squeeze, sit low, set your drishti. Find a focal point that you can stare at, focus on. Bring all of your awareness to that focal point. Sit a little bit lower, lean back, and then release. Inhale your hands high. Bring your hands to your heart center. Samastiti, prayer pose. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. If you have been nonstop, if you have been running and you are running on empty, take a deep breath. If you are homeschooling kids for the first time in your whole life, trying to play mom, teacher, work, take a deep breath. If you're working from home and it's a new adjustment, just take a deep breath. If this is your first yoga class you've ever done with me, take a deep breath. Whatever you need, you can always find in a very deep breath. So inhale together, and then exhale together. Inhale your arms nice and high, and then exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold. Feet are 6 inches apart. Put 2 fists in between them. Take your peace fingers, hook them around your big toes. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, Padangusthasana. Pull yourself down. Elbows go towards your heels. So elbows go to the back of your mat. You are rolling forward onto those toes a little bit, really trying to actively pull. This is not a rest posture. We are pulling. We are working here for 3, 2, 1. Drop your hands to the mat. Yogi squat. So have a seat here. Get some water if you need it. I need a little bit. All right. So you're in your yogi squat. Your hands can be at your heart center. Use your elbows to press your knees out. This opens up your groin, so this feels good a little bit here. If you would like to take this to crow or crane or headstand, be my guest. I will stay in a squat today. I did crow and crane last time. Maybe we'll do an arm balance class at some point. I don't know how safe that is, but we'll try it out. All right, so just hang out here, really pressing against here. Maybe close your eyes, breathe. 5. If you're in crow, kick ass, hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the mat, downward facing dog. So just step it back. Great job so far, guys. Stay with me. We have a couple stretches left. We're moving right along. Inhale together and exhale together. One more breath in and open the mouth, let it go. Let's look at our hands and walk or jump through them and come onto our backs. So everybody lay all the way back. So when you lay back, take Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring your soles of your feet to touch like a butterfly stretch. Put one hand over your heart, put one hand over your belly. Close your eyes or just look straight up at the ceiling. And just lay here. Just breathe here. We're gonna set up for some back bends. So when you're ready, bring the soles of your feet to your yoga mat. Walk those feet as close as you can get them to your sit bones, to your butt. Go ahead and lift your hips, bridge pose. So in bridge, you are pushing the shoulders into the mat. You're driving the heels down and you're lifting those hips as high as you can. Squeeze the butt muscles to lift up higher. Interlace the hands underneath the lower back to lift up higher. Pull your chin in towards your chest. Press the heels down again, lift up higher, and then release. Come on back to the earth. Just pause. Just pause. So our posture of the month is wheel. So we're still going to take it. Bridge is an option if you can't do a wheel, but it's not an option if you can do a wheel. So there's a difference. If you are capable, then do it. Set your hands now. Set your feet now. In 3, we're going to lift up, all as a class. In 2, in 1, rise up, bridge your wheel. This is the only one we're doing, so you might as well make it count. Be big this morning. It's almost the weekend. Rise up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin and come back down. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet touch, one hand over your belly, one hand over your heart. Close your eyes. Just bring your awareness back to your breath. Inhale, breathe in, and then exhale, breathe out. Keep your feet where they are. Make a yogi gun pointing up towards the ceiling. Let's crunch, get the shoulders up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your gun towards your right knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind your head, knees in towards your chest. We have 3, a couple killer ab workouts. So the first one, elbows to your knees. Watch my body. My arms drop, my legs go all the way out. I bring it back in, I bring it back out. For 10, and out. For 9, and out. For 8, and out. 7, out. 6, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them in. All right, we did eagle standing up, right? So get into your eagle posture here. Right arm under, right leg over. Wrap the foot if you can. This is probably going to be the most intense ones. We're going to do 8 on each side. Elbows to your knees. Bring it in. Extend it out. 7, out. 6, 5. Eagle crunches. 4, 3. It burns. 2, 1. Switch sides right away. Don't think, just do. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourselves a nice big hug. Just breathe. Pause here. And then when you are ready, take your arms overhead. Extend your legs all the way out. Navasana boat. Pull yourselves up. This is where we end. We're going to do 5. Hands to your heart center. Slowly lower. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back up. Hands stay here the whole time. Don't grab your knees. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back up. 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back up. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Hands overhead. Stretch it out. Get nice and long. It's so important right now to open up those ab muscles and to just really lengthen. So just pausing here for a moment. Nice job on that little ab sequence. If there is an inversion in your practice, headstand, forearm stand, handstand, take it. If you'd rather do plow with me to lengthen and stretch out the spine, let's do that now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to lift our legs up, lift our hips up, straighten out our legs, and then we're going to slowly drop our legs behind. Keep your hands on your lower back for support. My back is super sore today, so as you can see, my legs are nowhere near touching the ground. That's okay, it's not a requirement. Just pause there for a moment. Shoulder stand. Try to get your feet to stand on the ceiling. And then find Deaf Yogi, knees to your ears. And then when you're ready, slowly coming down, 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourselves a nice big hug. For your practice so far, it's not over yet, but you're almost there. Be proud of the work that you have put in today. Slowly rise up to a seated position, and then meet me in a downward facing dog. Only a couple postures left here in your down dog. Nothing too advanced, nothing too strenuous. So pedal it out. I always love this down dog. This down dog I compare to the first down dog, and they always feel way different. It's like you feel like a different person. Take a breath in together, and exhale, let it go. Bring your big toes to touch. Lift your right leg high, bend the knee, open up the hip. Step it to your hands. Half pigeon, right side. So half pigeon, my favorite posture. It is our number 1 hip opener. I have really bad sciatica, so half pigeon kind of saved my life when I started hot yoga. It's not the same without the heat, but it still will do. That's why I have my fireplace blaring over here. All right, so finding here, you can stay on your hands, you can come to your forearms, or you can find your chest. Timer starts now, 1 minute each side. Just relax. And same thing here, tension and pain are different. When you feel tension, learn to lean into it a little bit. Imagine what happens if every time we felt tension, we just stayed instead of running from it. In yoga and in life, so just pause here. Hang on to this position. When you're ready, slowly rise up. Meet me in your downward facing dog. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Bring your big toes to touch, lift your left leg high, bend the knee, open up the hip. Half pigeon, left side, same thing. Settle in, Melt in, allow yourself to find your deepest expression, and then we'll be here for 60 seconds. Just breathe. When you feel tension, just breathe. When you're ready, press yourselves up. Come onto your left hip, swing the right leg around. So we're gonna stay seated. Extend your legs out in front of you. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, reach for your feet. So lengthening the spine, chest up, and then bend your elbows to pull your body down. That way you can keep your spine nice and straight. And then slowly coming down to your backs. Bringing your right knee in towards your chest, giving it a nice big pull, a nice big hug. Taking that right knee over to the left side of your body for spinal twist. You might get lucky and crack your own back. Look over your right shoulder towards your right hand, which should be planted into the earth. Take a breath in. And then come on back to center, switching sides. Left knee in towards your chest. Take that left knee over to the right side. Again, looking over your left shoulder, just pausing here for a moment. Opening and breaking up those muscles in the lower back. Take a breath in. And then when you're ready, come on back to center. Happy baby, grabbing the inner arches of your feet, rocking side to side. So do this 10 times, literally count. I see so many people on happy baby do it once or twice and they rush out. This is important. You're massaging your back, you're massaging your spine, your muscles around your shoulders, your butt, your hips. Just showing your body some love. It's never a bad thing. We're often so hard on ourselves. So once you've done that 10 times, find your savasana. So I asked all of you to commit to this savasana. I know you're home. I know you have things to do. I start my work from home shift in about 7 minutes. But this part is important. This is the most important part of our practice. The moment to reflect, to surrender. Hands by your sides, palms facing up. Feet by the edges of your mat, shoulder width. Eyes closed. Every muscle is relaxing. Notice your jaw. Try to relax your jaw. Try to bring your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. I've been reading a little excerpt that I find daily, just a little bit of inspiration to you guys. So I'm going to read something. So just pause here for a few minutes. I just want you guys to at least enjoy this for a moment or two. There's really nowhere that you have to be at least for another 5 minutes. So just relax. I read this one the other day, but I really like it. So I've been trying to make sure that everyone at least gets to hear it one time. So if I've read this before, I'm sorry, but it's not like it's a bad reminder. So just taking a few more moments of relaxation. For attractive lips, speak words of kindness. For lovely eyes, seek out the good in people. For a slim figure, share your food with the hungry. For beautiful hair, let a child run their fingers through it once a day. For poise, walk with the knowledge that you never walk alone. People, more than things, have to be restored, renewed, revived, reclaimed, and redeemed. Never throw out anyone. Always remember this. If you ever need a helping hand, you will find one at the end of each of your arms. As you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself and the other for helping others. So just letting that sink in on this beautiful Thursday morning. I hope all of you can join me tomorrow at 8 a.m. again. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your ankles and your wrists. So just bring awareness back into your body. Take a deep breath in through your lungs and then open your mouth, let it go. Come up to a seated position when you're ready. Right back where you started. How much has happened in between? A lot. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes, bring your hands to heart center. Thankful for your body, for your community, for your space that allowed you to do this today. Or maybe for the people that helped you watch your kids, take care of your house. They allowed you to do this today. So be grateful for those people. Say thank you to those people today. Hands to your forehead center. The light in me honors and sees the light in every one of you. Bow forward to sealing your practice. Namaste. Namaste, guys. I can't hear any of you, but I know you can hear me. Thank you guys for joining me. Tomorrow, 8 a.m., Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 a.m. If you guys liked it, give me feedback. That's pretty much it. So have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you later. Thanks, Steve.